Greetings, Chris Viola here with the July 18th edition of the Perfecting Equilibrium vlog. I'm starting a little series this week where I'm going to look at scanning black and white film from my days as a photojournalist using different methodology. I got this idea based on the rather excellent results I got out of that ClearClick scanner, and I remain really kind of amazed by how good that scanner is. On the right here, you see the negative scan straight to JPEG, no RAW available. That was out of the ClearClick scanner that I shared a couple weeks ago when I reviewed the ClearClick. And here is an image. It's the same negative, but this is scanned with the 24 megapixel Pentax K33 monochrome digital SLR. Now, one of the interesting things about that is that when you scan with either a digital color SLR or something like the ClearClick, it uses the color array and converts it from a long, complicated explanation about how Bayer arrays work and everything that I went into some detail in an article a few weeks ago, and then converts it back to black and white a second time. So it runs two conversions, where with the Pentax, it runs no conversions. And it's early days here. This is the first one that I've done as a straight comparison. I like the tones better. This is the Pentax on the left, and I do like the tones better, although I did do levels on this here, converting it from the DNG. Maybe I should try the straight out of the camera JPEG, although that's kind of unfair because the monochrome does try to capture the entire tonal range instead of creating a viewable JPEG. But what I'm kind of surprised at is when you zoom in on these, how well the ClearClick stands up here. The monochrome is better, clearly. I mean, look at the difference in the roof tiles. There's no detail here where there's some. The monochrome tends to, you can kind of see the clear differences here. The monochrome kind of breaks down into film-like grain as you get. I'm at a 300 and 400% zoom in here, where you get this smearing effect from anything that goes through a Bayer de-Bayer process. But that said, I'm kind of, for how quick and easy that ClearClick and how cheap it is compared to a monochrome, I'm kind of shocked. So again, if you have a monochrome, it's clearly better. But if you don't have a monochrome, I think it would be very hard to justify spending that kind of money just to, if your only reason for buying one was to scan black and white. I'm going to expand this and add my 42 megapixel Sony a7R II full frame camera into the mix and compare a couple of different negatives on all three machines to see what kind of results that you get. So yeah, is the monochrome great? It sure is. I mean, look at the difference in the lake water. There's just more snap to it, more detail. But on the right here, you have a scanner that's around $200, and on the left here, you have a camera and lens. This is shot with the Pentax 50mm 2.8 macro. So you're just under $3,000 here. So it's a huge difference for some improvement. But that's the rule of nines. You pay an equal amount for every 9. And so is this 90% and this is 99% of what you can get out of the negative? Maybe, but it's a lot more expensive for that. So that's all for this week. We'll look more into it next week. Have a great week, and Fiola out.